Good morning and welcome to the Portland Exposition Building and Freeport High School Educational Channel 14's coverage of boys basketball. Hello everybody, I'm Jay Harper along with Jeff Harper on the camera for us this morning, if you will. 11 a.m. start is Ryan Petherbridge as the Freeport Falcons take on the Mountain Valley Falcons for the second year in a row. And another huge matchup for Freeport, and they come in the 6th seed, Mountain Valley the 3 seed. Freeport 13-5 regular season finish, and Mountain Valley 15-3. And we reckon back to last year, Jeff. We did this same game right here. A lot of anticipation, but Mountain Valley really pulled it out in the second half and just ran away with it, winning pretty convincingly, and then on their march to another state title.
Yeah, Freeport hung with them in the first half, but couldn't knock down the shots in the second half, and they just got blitzed by the Shorey kid from Mountain Valley. He got hot, scored about 30 points in that contest, and it was over by the third quarter.
The good news is Andy Shorey has graduated and moved on. The bad news is they have a host of players all back from last year's team. You look at Owen Jones, a great outside shooter, along with Justin Stairs. They run the backcourt and can get it done. Dean McCrillis was also a big part, was a big part of last year's team. And then they added 2 new players that will start for them. Travis Ruff, a 5'10 junior guard, and also Keith Brennick. Brennick will start with them as well, as they kind of go small, their starting lineup for Mountain Valley. Freeport has some size advantage, but as Coach Sickles said, you know, his 2 biggest players, 2 tallest players, play guards for him. Reed Christian and John Klages, both at 6'3", 6'4", but they play in the backcourt mostly, and he has to use them there. He feels they're their best ball handlers, so that a slight disadvantage.
Well, they better crash the boards today, Jay, because Mountain Valley can run the basketball, they can pressure you, and they can take the outside shot, boy. If you're going to jam it inside, they'll shoot from the outside. They can do a lot of things, but they've been vulnerable this year. They've been beaten by some of their Class C rivals. Neighbors like Winthrop and Boothbay and Dirigo have gotten a good shot at them this year. They're very competitive Class C West.
Yeah, always is. That part of the state, very good in basketball as they continue to have strong teams. But Mountain Valley, they've just been an unbelievable team in all sports in the last 4 or 5 years, and they continue their run getting the 3 spot. Freeport, on the other hand, had a great start to their season. I believe they ran off their first 7 or 8 games undefeated, and then started to lose some real close games. Those games were not handed to them. They lost in last second shot versus Yarmouth, overtime versus Falmouth and Greeley. And we get our starting lineup now. The junior, John Klages. They'll alternate him. Jones on the other side for Mountain Valley. Again, the 2 Falcons can't really use the mascot name too much. You really got to preface who you're talking about. Kyle Flash is a good news situation for Freeport. Not expected to be able to play in this morning contest. Got the go-ahead from his mom, Seventh-day Adventist, and not supposed to compete during the day. Got special permission. Freeport did request to try to move this game to a later start time, but was unable to do that. The MPA does that for a school like Pine Tree, which is also in Freeport, and it's a Seventh-day Adventist school and team. They'll do that for a whole school if that's what they do, but for public schools, did not get the go-ahead. But Flash gets permission on the floor, and hopefully the senior can make a difference for the Falcons here. Joining Freeport's starting 5, Kyle Flash, B.J. Perkins, one of the many seniors on this roster, and Reed Christian, who's been stellar for the Falcons all season. He gets it done inside and outside. One of the captains, a very good leader. And then Tom Markelon, the 5th starter for Freeport.
These 2 teams, remember very well last year's meeting, don't have a lot of common opponents. Although in the Christmas tournament, Mountain Valley came down here and took Greeley to the hole and beat them in that contest. So there's a common opponent you can compare these 2.
The 3 official contest. And just about set for opening action here in the Western B tournament. Quarterfinal matchups all here today at the Portland Expo. And these two teams meet for the second year in a row in the quarterfinals. As we said, Mountain Valley, the reigning state champions in Class B. And certainly we saw their talent last year when they really ran away with it in the second half, their strength, and was not surprised that they won it all last season. I was only a little surprised that they struggled in the state championship game where they had all they could handle and coming away with the victory.
Great crowd from Freeport, very up and ready for this game. Making the short trip down 295.
Owen Jones will jump it up. Jones at 6'2" will go against Kyle Flash, and Flash has some serious ups. And Flash controls the tip, right for Klages, in the corner for Perkins. Mountain Valley comes out, matches up man-to-man. Reed Christian looking inside, calling the shots. Now it's Klages going to work on the other side against into Marklon. Gets it knocked out of his hands and off his leg, out of bounds. And the turnover to start.
Had great position in the paint. Looks like a chance for a good opportunity.
Freeport comes zone. They go inside right away. Rolls out. Put back up, no good. Loose ball rebound controlled by Reed Christian. Travis Ruff had a couple of looks in there. BJ Perkins, pull-up jumper, got it. And Freeport takes the 2-0 lead. Freeport comes out in a 1-3-1 zone, looking to try to match up with the outside shooting tandem of Owen and Stairs. Stairs way out on the wing, big, rugged, muscular kid. Excellent football player as well, and he can shoot it from outside.
Stairs likes to lay low, and then all of a sudden you forget about him and he burns you.
That is so true. Mountain Valley, they will be patient on offense. Coach Sickles said that's one of the keys. His Stairs outside, 3-ball, no good. Rebound tipped and controlled by Klages. They go up the left side for Christian. Christian picks up his dribble, in trouble now, gets it off for Perkins. Mountain Valley staying in the man. Inside Kyle Flash. Interesting to see some of these matchups. And it's 23, McCrillis covering Klages, and he gets called for the personal foul.
Just leaning on him a bit too much. To keep the integrity of the game, they've got to start making those calls, because if you let them go for one team, you can't then try to call it on another.
6 minutes to play, first quarter. 2-0 Freeport as we're just underway here. Both teams can be methodical in their offensive sets. We got another foul inside, and the officials looking to maybe control this one. That, I think, will benefit Freeport if they call it a tighter game. Mountain Valley a little bit smaller, and they'll be more aggressive and physical. All alone inside, Reed Christian miss, and Jones gets the rebound. Great look in there for Reed Christian, but he comes up short. And now Freeport will change up. They match up. Inside Stairs over on the other side. Nice fake up, no good though. Both teams jittery here early, missing some inside looks. Ball loose and picked up by Freeport.
That's 3 good inside chances for Ruff, and he just...
Perkins comes up, looks like he got bumped, no call. Gets his own board for a second, then it's knocked out of his hands. Up for Jones. Jones tries baseline, pulls it up. Again, 3 minutes now played here and only 2 points scored. Both these teams have been able to score points this year, and they'll call Flash for a reach over the back against McCrillis. Head coach of Mountain Valley, David Garish. McCrillis backdoor stairs, and he gets it done. 2-2, 4:45 to play in the first quarter. Again, a different atmosphere to play here at the Expo, and a lot of teams take some time adjusting. So far, both teams struggling a little bit. The back door the other way, and inside shot missed. Tipped around, knocked out of bounds by Mountain Valley. They'll stay with Freeport.
Sure, coaches over there wishing, Coach Sickles, that they'd use the glass a little bit inside, you know, kiss it, take advantage of that.
It's been a problem for Freeport this year. Their shooting percentage is not what it was last year. Klages was shooting it up around 60% most of the season last year. He went through some struggles this year. Reed Christian with a big bump, but no foul called. He buries the 10-foot J, and it's 4-2. Freeport in the lead. 3-6. Freeport had a bit of a slide late in the season as they lost 2 or 3 down the stretch. They were hoping for a 1 or 2 seed, and they end up in the 6th spot.
Decided to jump into the zone now, get out of that man-to-man. Back door won't hurt him.
McCrillis misses, but another weak side rebound. Travis Ruff rejected in there. Looked like Perkins got it. Here comes McCrillis. Oh, nice little move. Won't fall for him, though. And Reed Christian with the rebound. Perkins again, that right side. He's got the pull-up jump shot. Over to Markelon. Looks in for Flash. Brennick doing a good job on Flash so far. Nothing from the senior in the paint. Again, Mountain Valley not that big across. They just all have some consistent height, but their tallest player out there is 6'2". It seems so small in this day's game. Inside Markelon, he'll get fouled by Stairs. Fortunate call there. Oh, actually, calling it the other way. Call it on Markelon. That's an interesting call.
Didn't see that. Didn't see that.
So it goes the other way, the offensive foul on the positioning by Markelon. Freeport again comes back into the 1-3-1. They went man-to-man one possession. McCrillis looking for Ruff. Now pulls it back out. Stairs, the 3-ball. Got it. Matt Stairs, all 5 of Mountain Valley's points, and he gives his team the first lead for them in the contest. 5-4. Perkins goes baseline. It's called for traveling.
Mountain Valley sends in some fresh bodies, 3 of them to be exact.
For Mountain Valley, 10 Cameron Cobras, 32 Matt Laboscus, and 44 Blaine Kenwell.
Laboscus, Cobras, and Kenwell check in for Mountain Valley. Owen Jones pull up. Does not get it to fall. Inside rebound, though. Good job by Kenwell. They kick it out on the other side. Cobras, excuse me. Dump 3 new players in all at once, and they all get some interesting names.
Well, I'm sorry I don't read up on this. I mean, there was a great Matt Cobras that played for Rumford back in the 70s. He was a tremendous basketball player. Must be the same line.
Yeah, he's only a freshman, so I would say probably so. And that's what Mountain Valley has been able to do, is really their players and community members stay in the community, and they've been able to bring up some younger generations that certainly follow the bloodline. Rumford used to have a lot of good basketball teams. Mountain Valley now has been able to continue, and we talked about this last year with some of the names. But yeah, Cobras only a freshman. 6-foot freshman guard. He has it now. Goes off for Kenwell. Gets it back. We're down to 1:15 to play. 5-4 Mountain Valley leading. Backdoor cut for Stairs. Tipped away by Perkins. Markelon running up the floor, not looking back. Nice pass there. And there's the glass kiss. And a nice play by B.J. Perkins to give Freeport the lead back at 6-5.
Beautiful pass. and the basket.
Nice inside look, but nothing there as Klages closes in. Oh, good drive. Tip, though, knocked out of bounds. It'll go Freeport's way. Nice drive off that side by Labascus, but the ball swatted out of his hands. So now with 32 seconds left, Freeport will give a quick break. Cody Bartlett and John Harris check in. Flash and Perkins sit down. Freeport with a 1-point lead. We'll see if they'll hold for the last shot.
Interesting first quarter. We've seen no timeouts, no pressing, and very little point production.
Bartlett pushed from behind, but no call. Now they give it to Klages, being guarded by Labascus out on top. Christian turnaround jumper, tough one, won't go. A rebound. Last second shot. Oh, as that was zeroing in, looked like it had a good chance there. We've played a quarter in Portland. Our score, Freeport Falcons 6, Mountain Valley Falcons 5. You're watching Freeport's Educational, Channel 14.
Ladies and gentlemen, good sportsmanship is the result of a disciplined effort.
A very good first quarter of play for both teams, getting through some jitters, missing some opening easy layups in the paint. And I would say Freeport's actually missed less. Mountain Valley's missed 4 or 5 in there. And Matt Stairs, a person to be concerned about, has a backdoor cut bucket and 1 3 out of 2 attempts. He's 1 for 2 from behind the arc. And that's all 5 points accounted for from Matt Stairs. Freeport mixing it up a little bit, and a 1-point lead, not bad.
Fouls even at 2 and 2. Nobody getting into the penalty situation even close right now, and that could be play into the hands of one team or the other if somebody can get hot at the foul line. This is an incredibly low-scoring game so far.
All right, Mountain Valley will start with the basketball. And they stay with their substitution lineup. Labascus, Canwell, and Cobras all in there for him, along with Stairs. Cross-court pass stolen. They go up for Harris. Harris has got Bartlett going the other way. He wraps it around for him. And they'll call a foul on the floor.
Got to let that go. Get to the line.
I like the fact that Harris went to Bartlett. I think he was open, but I think he should have used the left hand before he got to the player with a little soft bounce pass instead of the wraparound pass that took more time, and Bartlett was covered up by the time they got on the ball. Klages, pull up. Oh, yes, gets the nice roll. And the Falcons up 8-5. Freeport again playing zone now. Not so obvious that it's a 1-3-1. It looks more like a 2-1-2 at this point.
Very disciplined inside for Freeport, keeping the hands straight up in the air and making them miss that shot.
Stairs
without
open,
fouling.
fakes, dribbles in. Nice pass in there, but they turn it away. Jones will take it. No good. Long rebound. Good box out by Bartlett. He gets hammered, and the referee's calling it tight. Now they're letting him hack. Consistency did not stay, as they called a couple of cheapies early on both teams, and now they're letting people hack away and push. Nothing being called. Freeport with a 3-point lead and the basketball. Shea Harper along with Jeff Harper, Ryan Petherbridge on the camera as we bring you Freeport boys quarterfinal action here from the Portland Expo. Foul in there, they'll call that one on a reach, slap across the wrist foul. Now the 3 starters will come back, so looks like Garish has a 8-man rotation with a 3-and-3 type of thing, but he takes out Stairs this time to give him his first break, mixing it up. Inside, Reed Christian, pull up, Glass, got it. Nice shot there by Reed Christian. He uses the window, good powerful up, taking the body and making the jumper. 10-5, Freeport. Acrylis looking. Now has to go back out on the top. Brennick around the corner. Labuscus goes down in from Acrylis. Acrylis will take it. Doesn't get the roll. Loose rebound. Aris picks it up. He's getting hit all over the place. No call. Able to hold on and get it off for Christian.
Great shot selection for Mountain Valley. It's just not dropping in there.
Yeah. Reed Christian going in again, and they'll call it on the floor again, as now the senior captain is starting to really push his way to the basket and assert himself offensively. Fifth team foul now on Mountain Valley. Freeport will inbound. And for Klages, he'll try his first three. Got it! That's big. 13-5. First three-point attempt of the morning. And it's good from junior John Klages. And the Falcons have their biggest lead here of 8. Inside pass, stolen by Klages.
You could see Coach Sickles saying, shoot that ball when you're getting fouled, but boy, he was a beneficiary of the no shot on that one. As a well-timed three-point shot by Klages.
Cody Bartlett looking in, nice little fake, nothing going, goes back out on top. John Harris, the senior, backup point guard. They go, oh, that's got to be an overback foul, and almost didn't call it. See, and here it is.
That was too obvious.
Yeah, I mean, you got 3 officials. The guy right next to it doesn't call it, and the guy on the outside finally says, wait a minute. He expected the guy inside to call it. He doesn't, so he has to blow his whistle. I'm still not a fan of the 3-referee system. It just doesn't work, in my opinion. They all wait for each other to make calls. And
I hate it too. I hate it too. They create more problems than they solve, that's for sure.
Absolutely. Freeport almost turns it over on the inbounds. Bartlett, some penetration, goes inside, pulls up, comes up short, rebound, Markelon. It's Christian that takes it away. Bartlett again, he'll dump it over for Klages. Klages jumper, rattles in and out. Tip up, oh, beautiful tip up from Bartlett, almost went down. Good possession, but Freeport comes away empty. Had 2 or 3 offensive rebounds. Owen Jones drives in, he'll pull up, no. Loose rebound, Acrylis, and that's a first bucket in about 6 minutes for Mountain Valley.
Well, Freeport will be in the bonus for the next foul shot, and if they can knock those down, that could really turn tide in a hurry here, because Mountain Valley's playing very aggressively.
And Freeport turns it over there, and 3:54 remaining in the opening half. Freeport leading 13-7. They're the 6th seed, coming in 13-5 on the regular season. Mountain Valley 15-3, drawing the number 3 seed. Again, they don't play in the same conferences. They don't play common opponents. Much different. This year, Westernby down here, the Greeley's, Falmouth, Yarmouth were very, very capable. Let's not forget the number 1 seed, Cape Elizabeth. Very, very good this year. Very tough and competitive league. And that's the 5 losses for Freeport. Outside shot on the way, Brennick, no good. Long rebound, B.J. Perkins elevates. And Freeport not really looking to run too much, although Perkins, a delayed fast break. Markelon, nice rebound, goes up. And he'll get the foul, and we'll have our first free throws of the morning / afternoon as we work our way towards noontime. This crowd will grow as the day progresses. Second half, you'll see this crowd almost double in size. It's not at a little more than half full, 3/4 full right now, but still plenty of room for fans. Markelon, usually a pretty good free throw shooter, misses that there.
This could really be the difference now, as the penalty situation is in Freeport's favor for the rest of the half. And Mountain Valley playing a very close man-to-man.
One free throw by Tom Markelon.
Markelon makes 1. It's 14-7. Good football score here as we approach the 3-minute mark of the half. Acrylis looking to penetrate, stops, drops. Outside shot, got it, 3. Travis Ruff, who couldn't buy anything inside, steps outside the arc and drains a three. Ruff gets away with a foul there as he ripped Bartlett's hands, and now they'll call Bartlett for the foul.
They are playing very aggressive, and he came right up and mugged him when he took that away from him. And then
Absolutely. And then he gets called for the little pushing foul as he's trying to make his way up floor. That happens so often. But Ruff now has moved out to the point guard slot. A very diverse player. Jones pulls up, comes up short, and there he is again. Travis Ruff goes down in for Jones. Jones with a spin move, double teamed on the baseline. Acrylis fakes. Oh, they're gonna call that a foul. Wow. And again, see, just so inconsistent. They let stuff go, and then all of a sudden they tighten it up right there. That was nothing. A little bit of body bump from the two players. No advantage gained or lost in that. Oh, hook shot, no good. Loose ball rebound. Markelon. And Freeport leading 14-10 as Mountain Valley starting to work its way back. Freeport enjoyed an 8-point lead in a possession a while ago. Now it's only 4 with the ball. Bartlett drives in. Held ball. Oh my goodness. Coach Sickles definitely having fun with that one. That's just crazy. You can't hold the ball long enough on a pass off. He never even had possession of it. It's insane how they'll let people roll on the floor fighting for it for 2 or 3 seconds, but they won't. And they'll call something like that when the people have their hands on the ball at the same time for a half a second. Freeport kept possession with the arrow, though, fortunately, and foul on the inbound play, and that'll put Freeport at the line in the bonus situation, 1-1. Big misses there. You can't miss the free throws.
that could be the story if we can't, you know, we miss the front end of a 1-on-1. There's 2 points down the drain in a close ball game.
2 minutes to play in the half. Markelon atones for it with a nice steal.
Keeping Jones off the scoring charts is huge for the Freeport defense, because Jones is a consistent scorer for Mountain Valley all year long.
And that was, they had a Cody Bartlett shirt right there, and Bartlett gets past it, pulls up and hits the 8-foot jump shot, and it's 16-10. He's getting really worked over. He's a small frame, thin player, and the muscles of the Mountain Valley players, they're trying to dissect the pass, tipped by Reed Christian and then picked up by Markelon.
Great zone defense. These kids are stepping across and picking these passes off.
Yeah, I didn't expect the 1-3-1 to work this long. He figured Mountain Valley would finally solve it and they'd have to come out of it and do something different. But besides one possession, they've been 1-3-1 the whole first half. Falcons now with the ball, a 6-point lead, and we work our way towards 1 minute left. Errant pass out on top. Bartlett collects. Off for the captain, Reed Christian. He works his dribble, has to pick it up, looking for a cutter. Goes off for Bartlett. They go back out on top for Perkins. Three seniors out there with 2 juniors for Freeport. Blocking foul. Stairs went for the great acting job, and that was quite good, but I got to give the official a lot of credit for that one, not buying that act. It was pretty impressive.
He's quick feet.
And now big free throws here for the Freeport Falcons. Got it. That's huge. Perkins shakes his fist in delight himself over that. Got them both. 18-10, 37.7 seconds remaining in the opening half. Ruff brings it up, goes off for Stairs. Stairs in the corner for Jones. Still working against the 1-3-1. He'll take it from the corner and make it just inside the arc. 18-12. Now down with 15 seconds. Freeport will hold for the last shot. Perkins working against Matt Stairs. Goes along the baseline, loses it. Stolen by Jones. They got enough time to get one off. This could be big. It'll be a huge 4-point swing. They go inside. Yeah, you count it, and you draw the foul on Klages.
The goal is good for scored by Matt Lamascus.
Perkins driving baseline, lost control of the ball a little bit as he was trying to pass it, and didn't have the strength and mustard on the pass. 2.2 seconds. Flash will come in for Klages. It's 18-15, and an 8-point lead quickly evaporates down to a 3-point lead. Fan down below saying start the clock. Well, it doesn't start unless the kid touches it, and Reed Christian had let the ball roll as far as he wanted to before he touched it. But it's always fun to see those little mistakes. A good first half of basketball here from the city of Portland at the Portland Exposition Building. Jay Harper along with Jeff Harper, and our score: Freeport Falcons 18, Mountain Valley Falcons 15. We'll take a break, come back with halftime and second half action here in just a moment. We'll say that now as we get set for second half action. Mountain Valley will start with the basketball. They trail by 3. Freeport, excellent first half overall, but squandered a few nice leads there where Mountain Valley able to make a run. They had an 18-10 with about 2 minutes, minute and a half left, but a nice 5-0 run for Mountain Valley to get them back into it here. Head coach Craig Sickles is saying, hey, wait a minute, we weren't even back on the floor yet. And Reed Christian had to step off the floor. I'm not sure if he's getting water or what, but Cody Bartlett has to check in for him.
Fouls not an issue so far. 3 players with 2 fouls, 2 for Mountain Valley. Klages has 2 for Freeport. Otherwise, clean played game.
Jones on the baseline, double team. Nice pass inside for Brennick. And they're going to get Kyle Flash on the foul. And Flash, again, up so high. If he just kept his hands up straight and not come down, he doesn't draw that foul. But the motion slapping down gets the whistle, and 2 free throws for Mountain Valley. I believe only their second free throw attempt of the game. Reed Christian now will check back in, but now for Kyle Flash. Flash picks up his second foul and will sit down. Klages, as we said, has 2 personal fouls. 18-16 game, low scoring affair. And now it's a 1-point game, so Mountain Valley currently on a 7-0 run as we just get underway here in the second half. Klages being covered by McCrillis. They go off for Markelon, who draws Matt Stairs. Perkins on the left side. Freeport now right down in front of us. Klages, 12-footer, no good. A rebound by Owen Jones. Decent look. Able to get the jump shot off pretty much uncontested, but Klages doesn't get it to drop.
To get a wide open jumper when Mountain Valley's playing that right in your face defense, man to man.
Ball loose on the floor. Cody Bartlett comes up with the steal. Freeport will come back the other way. They're on a drought here. They haven't scored in a while. Bartlett will draw. Team, nice pass off of Reed Christian. Cuts in, makes it. Big bucket there for Freeport as they stop the 7-0 run by Mountain Valley. Freeport now again in a matchup zone here. Doesn't look like the 1-3-1 though. It looks more like a 2-3. Long shot outside, knocked down there by Owen Jones, and he's the kid they kept quiet in the first half. If he gets hot, could be trouble here in the second. Klages, a nice move, uses the window beautifully, and he puts Freeport back up by 2, 22-20.
Yeah, you know they're going to try to keep getting Jones. He's touched the ball every time they come down the floor this half, and he's looking for a spot.
Matt Stairs in the paint. That kid is just so freaking solid. Wow. Again, as you said, he doesn't try to overextend himself. He waits for his spots, and when he gets them, he takes advantage. Reed Christian misses inside, gets his own board, gets hit up and in with the left hand. Ah, that's pretty. Count it, and he'll go to the line for an extra.
Great second effort by Christian. That was incredible.
Freeport's contingent with the clapping. They've done this all year. Give some noise for the free throw, and Reed Christian completes the three-point play the old-fashioned way. He earns it, and he did with a offensive rebound on his own miss, put back, left hand. It doesn't get any tougher than what he just did, and he gives Freeport a three-point advantage. Stairs a bomb for a three. This time he does overextend himself just a little. Oh, they're gonna say white. I'm not sure of that one. Mountain Valley will keep possession as Matt Stairs tried that bomb through. We saw him hit a couple in pregame from about 24 feet out. Nice pull up there again. Owen Jones. He pulls the Mountain Valley Falcons within one. 25-24. Freeport with a lead and the ball. Perkins comes out, working on Ruff. Goes off for Markelon. Open look. Got it.
Nice patience by the Freeport offense.
And both teams look a little more poised here in the second half offensively as they got their games going now. The shots are starting to drop. And a scoring flourish here as we come out of the second half. 18-17, we have 9-7, and we're only 3 minutes into the third quarter. Big difference.
They're gonna make us sweat today.
We got to look at some of the crowd here for Freeport. The Falcons well represented. A lot of teachers from the high school, along with the Freeport girls basketball team off to the left. They're on that side over there, and they're all here. And they've been great supporters of the boys team this year, making banners and passing out candy and really supporting each other. And the boys have returned the favor. It's great to see as some of the school spirit starting to come alive in Freeport here over this past year. And a lot of thanks to the parents. Leona Hall has been huge and doing a lot of good things for both the boys and girls teams and are really trying to spark that interest, and I appreciate her efforts. Mountain Valley will have the basketball now, down 3. Freeport comes out. Look like they're going man-to-man here on this possession. Bartlett on Brennick. They go for Ruff. Klages covering him. They look for a double team in the corner now, trying to trap. They get a trap. Jones, though, does a nice job at corralling it. They find Brennick off to the side. He'll go in, pushes his body.
He forced his way in there, and I don't know how they can call that you're not giving the defensive person a chance to keep their feet.
Yeah, he really did lower the shoulder, but he looked like he had pretty good position and angle to work on that as Cody Bartlett, again, outsized there. Missed free throw, loose ball, rebound for Klages. They go up for Perkins. Perkins thinking about it, now drops, goes for Markelon. Markelon, nice fake. Dancing his way in, wow.
Wow, he's decided he's gonna make a statement here.
The quiet assassin, Tom Markelon. Doesn't say a lot, but trying to make a statement here in his senior campaign. Jones, no good. Rebound inside. Ruff. Boy, he's had a ton of offensive rebounds. And does he get it? Yeah. Another chance for a three-point play as, again, we are on a scoring spree here. Back and forth quickly. 4:17 to play in the third, and chance for Travis Ruff to tie things up here. Ruff, the 5'10" junior. Again, this is a pretty young team, Mountain Valley. They certainly don't rebuild. They just keep reloading. Kyle Flash will come back in. Cody Bartlett will sit down. Tied at 29 now. 6th seed Freeport against the number 3 Mountain Valley. The two Falcons doing battle. 3-second call whistled against Freeport as they'll turn it over, and Mountain Valley will have a chance for a lead. First time in a long time. They've enjoyed a brief lead earlier in the game at 5-4. But Freeport has been on the top of this one for most of the game. They go inside, and now they'll call the kick a little late, but they get it right. Flashed out the left foot. Got a piece of that. 29-29. Jones has been hot. He kicks it out, though, for Brennick. He'll try a long three. No good. Almost over the back rebound there by McCrillis. Klages takes it away. Good crossover dribble as he'll push it up the floor. Goes in the corner for Perkins. Perkins looks in for Flash. Kyle has not got in this offensive set at all. This official is starting to take control and making a lot of interesting calls, to say the least. It's on Kyle Flash. He's a little frustrated in there, and he's getting whistled for another one. That's his third team foul, third personal foul. Fourth team, as Freeport now leads in the fouls here in the second half, 4-1. Pretty much the other way around in the first half. Again into a matchup zone. Rough, no good. Rebound inside, though. Powerful board. Perkins called for the foul from behind, and another opportunity here for the Mountain Valley Falcons to take the lead.
As a coach, you got to wonder why 4 red jerseys are in there and 1 white jersey comes away with the ball.
Yeah, I got to give a lot of credit to Mountain Valley. Their offensive rebounding has been a big part of this game and their ability to stay in it. Kenwell misses the first. He'll get a second look here and a chance to take the lead. Way short, but he's able to flash in and knock the ball free. Matt Stairs picks it up. And they're going to call a little bump foul on Klages on the side, and that'll be his third personal.
Not going well for Freeport right now. They've got to take time out and make a adjustment here. This is 6 fouls in 5 minutes. Coach
Craig Sickles calls a 30-second timeout, and he'll regroup the troops and try to discuss this. Right there, Mountain Valley, with a missed free throw. I mean, very badly missed there by Kenwell, but he got the good bounce back to him, and he jumped in quick. And the ball knocked free. And again, Freeport's been called for a lot of fouls that just seem like a little bit of body, a little bit, and they're getting called for them. And Mountain Valley's been called for fouls. At least they've earned them because they've really hacked. Right now we're at 6-1 in favor of Mountain Valley as far as they only have the 1 team foul, and
which plays into the hands of Mountain Valley because they've got to loosen up a little bit and they can't play tight defense because they're going to put them on the line.
Jones back door. He was open for a minute, but the pass was not there for him to get enough room. Kenwell gives it up. Reed Christian trying to cover Owen Jones. Jones pulls up. Got it. 31-29. Second lead of the morning afternoon here for Mountain Valley. And Freeport with Klages and Flash with 3 personal fouls. You see Mountain Valley picking up their defensive intensity, and if the officials let them bang, good help on the weak side by Matt Stairs. Klages will take it, make it, big one.
What a nice shot. He was actually slightly behind the backboard when he made that shot.
31-31, 2:25 to play. Jones fakes, drives, fakes. Goes out for Stairs. Inside, Kenwell using his body. Bangs, no good. Flash the rebound. Man, guy all over his arm, but they don't call that foul. Very strange right now. One team's getting a bang and one team's not. Cut by Flash, goes inside. And the foul called, it'll be on Mountain Valley, and Kyle Flash will go to the line. Coach Sickles just talking with Klages from the bench, motioning out to him on the court. You got 3. Be careful. Be smart. Kyle Flash I believe that's his first point.
It is indeed.
And he gives Freeport the lead back at 32-31. Got them both. 33-31. They've almost doubled their scores from the first half here in the third quarter alone. So both teams finding their stroke and getting things done, even though it seems like both teams has picked up their defense. Some of these go-to guys really stepping it up. Oh, what a great save. And they say no, Markelon stepped out of bounds.
We certainly can't see that line from here, but boy, it was a nice steal and attempt to save.
Cobras will come back in, and boy, you're a freshman and you're out here in a quarterfinal matchup game as closely contested as this. You know you got game, and there's going to be a nice long career coming for that young man. As you said, you remember back to a player there, it'd be hard to imagine that it's not the bloodline. And already Freeport over the limit, so 1-1 now for Owen Jones, who is a very good shooter.
First foul of the day for Reed Christian. But you put number 11 at the line and he's going to hit you.
Freeport certainly wanting and needing to get it to the next level. They've been at this game 3 years now in a row. But the good news is it is different from the two prior, where they got absolutely manhandled in the second half and had a tough loss to Falmouth, where they just couldn't hit anything. And last year, Markelon, no good, gets his own board. He thinks about going up, pushes his way in there, and now
getting hammered.
Yeah, they'll call the foul.
Mountain Valley jumped into a little trap there at the half-court line, and Freeport handled it very nicely, just calmly broke it. Got a nice jumper on the corner.
Into Klages. Klages, not much room. He now gets hit, grabbed on the arm, and it'll be called on the freshman, Cobras. Again, they were letting Mountain Valley get away with those kind of pulls and bumps for a while. Now they decide, no, that's enough. 7 team fouls, Freeport 3 now on Mountain Valley. 33-32, they go in for Flash, and he's pushed from behind.
They play aggressive defense, and they've got to expect to get some of these calls because they're right in your shirt.
Yeah, especially when that is creating a potential turnover. That's got to be called. We've had Freeport fouls called on them when they're just touching the guy, nothing's happening. It's just a little bit of a bump, and they've called it when you're about to lose the ball and you push from behind. Yeah, another one. He got his hand in there again, and he's getting hot. The official, John Wolf,
they're grabbing
look at him. Absolutely, his hand right in there. I'm not sure if the officials decide to really tighten things up on the fouls here, but it's a heck of a possession for Mountain Valley. 3 fouls in a row.
Next one, we go to the line.
Reed Christian comes out to take it. 1:05 to play. Freeport leading 33-32. And the Falcons turn it over there. And all.
The pressure works. They're all over them, and eventually you'll make a mistake.
Freeport's done a nice job at limiting the turnovers here so far today. Not many, and the few that have been there has been on a 3-second call or something along those lines, but a flat-out turnover, we haven't seen one like that in a while. Stairs is open on the perimeter. He's going to take it. Markelon gets up late, and the long rebound secured by Reed Christian. Goes off for Perkins. Perkins almost loses it. He's got his dribble back, swatted, and that'll be another foul.
It's going to be 4 on him. He's going to have to take a break.
The big fella, Matthew Labascus, 6-foot junior. And is that the 7th? It is number 7. Still 6 up there now, 7. So, boy, they really changed that in a hurry.
Critical time at the line. You can always look at a close game and probably point to the foul line as your downfall.
Andy Hall checks in for the first time here this afternoon as the senior steps in and gives Clay gets a break. Big free throw there for Reed Christian as Freeport ups their lead to 2 at 34-32, 40 seconds left in the third quarter. Makes them both. Flash, Hall, Perkins, Markelon, and Christian out there for the Falcons. Owen Jones taking his game now on the aggressive side offensively. Good drive by Stairs. He gets trapped in there, slapped out of his hand, and he absolutely rips it right out of Reed Christian's hands. Again, the strength of that kid. He is a big kid. I'm calling that jump ball again. Wow, how did they get that?
I have not seen that call all year, and I see 2 today.
I mean, if the guy gets held for a split second, some confusion here. Some
people
Valley
saying that
fans
the arrow should have been
the other way, and then Freeport having troubles getting their players in first. They had inbounded it and didn't want to allow the 2 substitutions as Cody Bartlett and John Clagus comes back in. Clagus in there looking for a last shot.
Certainly the ref's decision to let him in or not. The buzzer went off because he thought he was catching it.
Cody Bartlett loses it out of bounds, and that's a turnover, and they'll quickly sub again. Those 2 will come back out 5.8 seconds. And again, this is kind of the turn of events we saw at the end of the half, where costly turnover right before the half, and Mountain Valley capitalized, and Freeport now really trying to stop that. They'll roll, and Stairs will pick it up. Get a hand up. He's going to shoot it. Oh, geez, that was aggressive. They could have called the foul there as Matt Stairs' short shot comes up short.
I thought I heard a slap from here.
Yeah, I did
200 feet away.
Perkins went at him pretty aggressively there. Could have easily been called for a 2-shot foul, and I don't know that that was a wise move, but he got away with it. End of 3 quarters in Portland. Our score, Freeport 35, Mountain Valley 32. You're watching Freeport's Educational Channel 14, and we have been entertained with a good one this year as the Falcons brought their A game to the tournament and have a chance to move to the semifinals here, 8 minutes away. And they really have led throughout this game for the most part. A couple of times Mountain Valley has come back, taken the lead on them very briefly, but Freeport's been able to rewrite the ship and get themselves back on top. They lead by 3 as Mountain Valley will start with the ball in the second half.
Educational indeed, some of these calls. 4 fouls for Laboscus. He's the only one in serious foul trouble, although Brennick also for Mountain Valley has 3 fouls. On the other side, Clagus has 3 fouls, and Bartlett has 3 fouls, as well as Flash with 3 fouls.
Mountain Valley with it as we're underway in the 4th quarter. Freeport again playing some matchup zone. Looks more like the 2-1-2. Stairs from outside. Won't go down for him. Loose ball rebound though. Jones, good interior pass inside. McCrillis. And they just get to the ball somehow. Freeport right there for the rebound, but somehow Mountain Valley comes up with it. And they start with a bucket.
You got to believe it's a strategy. Throw it up there on the rim and give our guys a chance to come down with it.
Yeah, clearly fouled there as Bartlett goes in on the backdoor cut. Nice pass out on top from Clagus. So Bartlett will go to the free throw line. .5'11" junior. Big free throws as they will be all the way down the stretch now. And now you look up at the team fouls, 8 on Mountain Valley, 7 on Freeport. That evened up in a hurry. Bartlett makes them both. Freeport doing much better at the line here. They retake the lead, or up the lead back to 3, 37-34. Krillis looking across, goes over for Stairs. Freeport quickly in their matchup zone, moving around and really trying to stay with Owen Jones, as looks like almost a box of one, as Reed Christian is really staying with Jones and making sure he doesn't go unchecked. Drives in, oh man, what a move. What a move. Who are they calling the foul on? Clagus is looking there. He said, I have a hand straight up, and this will be big. It is. It's on Clagus, his fourth.
The Freeport foul is on 30, John Clagus. His fourth, team six.
7 minutes to play, and this is a big decision time now for head coach Craig Sickles. I know personally, myself as a coach, a lot of times I'll leave a player out there with 4 fouls if I believe in them, that they know how to stay away from that fifth. They're valuable. Can't afford to take them out sometimes, but it can come back to bite you.
2 players were guarding Jones. Clay just felt he was straight up in the air. He doesn't know how he fouled.
Yeah, I don't either. That didn't look like any kind of real contact. And Bartlett turns it over. Freeport holding on to a 1-point advantage at 37-36. We're at 6:45 to play here in the fourth quarter, possibly regulation. Long shot on the other side, and boy, you see Reed Christian got pounded from behind there by Brennick. They don't call the foul. Markelon with it along the baseline. They'll go out for Perkins. Perkins, they're counting now. He's got to do something. 5-foot space being invaded. Reed Christian for Clagus. Another offensive foul.
3 seconds.
No foul.
No,
it's on Perkins.
A team control foul is called on Freeport's number 12, B.J. Perkins. His second, team snap.
Well, a big foul there as we sit in that 37-36. Mountain Valley with a chance again to retake the lead. Brennick goes on the baseline, McCrillis. Clagus out there playing with 4 personal fouls as we hit the 6-minute mark. See if Mountain Valley will try to go against him. They are staying in his corner. Head coach David Garish yelling instructions. Stairs, 3, rattles in and out. And a big rebound by Reed Christian. He has really done a nice job on the defensive boards for the Falcons. Freeport like to have something positive here. They go in for Markelon. He gets ripped from behind, and that'll put Tom Markelon back at the free throw line. A 1-and-1 situation here.
The Mountain Valley foul is on 23.
Both teams now at 9 personal fouls, so the next one will be the double bonus. So we'll be in double bonus land for the next 5.5 minutes of this game, possibly overtime. Kyle Flash now up off the bench. He'll come back in most likely for Clagus.
An interesting matchup as Clagus, 6'3", is being guarded by number 15, Matt Stairs, only 5'8".
Yeah.
And Stairs was getting right in and just stopping his movement.
Oh, you know, Stairs, you see that wide body. He is a muscular, rugged kid. Got them both. Big free throws there for Tom Markelon to lead back to 3. But Clagus plays out of the guard position a lot on offense, and, you know, Stairs' his strength and certainly his sports savvy. He's a smart kid. He knows how to play this game. Inside Jones, quick put up, no good, and Flash rips down the board. That time there, Mountain Valley had a chance. As Perkins covered by Stairs now. Oh, bump inside, Jones pushing on Christian, and that'll put him at the free throw line now, an automatic 2, so.
The foul is on number 11, Owen Jones. His third, team's 10th. Reed Christian has 2 shots.
You have to think somebody's going to get the disqualification by the time this 5 minutes is up. It's 4 for 4 for Reed Christian at the line today.
Listen, at 88% on the season. So by far Freeport's best free throw shooter. He gets them both. It's 41-36. The Falcons of Freeport open up a 5-point lead here. And again, Mountain Valley trying to run their offense through Owen Jones. Jones pulls up, misses on the weak side, rebound, Kyle Flash. Good job there. Perkins does not take on Travis Ruff, crosses it for Reed Christian. He comes back to Perkins. The lead is 5 and 4:45 to play here in the fourth. Stairs reaches in. Gets a foul called. Again, Mountain Valley, they're not afraid to foul, and so many teams that I see in the girls competition, you know, if the officials allow them to grab and reach and pull, they're going to have a great game, and they're going to get away with so much because they're so aggressive. And that looks like the case for Mountain Valley. They look like they could be dangerous if officials let them get away with that stuff. And for a little while, they did let them get away with it. And now they've really clamped down on them. And again, free throws here, going to tell the story down the stretch. B.J. Perkins makes the first.
They play defense in your shorts. That's the man-to-man they play. They're all over you, and they're reaching, and they're slapping. And if a ref's going to call it, and you can hit the shots.
Second one rolls out. Tough roll there. Travis Ruff the rebound, and he'll bring it up all the way, and a timeout called by Dave Garish. We got a timeout on the floor. 4:33 to play here in the fourth quarter. The Freeport faithful up and applauding as the Falcons of Freeport lead 42-36. Jay Harper along with Jeff Harper, Ryan Petherbridge on the camera this afternoon. Cameron Harper here eating and delighting. Supposedly he's our helper, but he's been helping himself to the snack bar most of the morning and afternoon. But he enjoys so far what is a excellent 6-3 seed matchup here. 13-5 Freeport, 15-3 Mountain Valley. As you're watching Freeport's Educational Channel 14, and third year in a row we've done a game here at second year at the Expo. 3 years ago was at the Civic Center when the Falcons lost to Falmouth in the quarterfinals. 3 consecutive trips, though, is impressive for Freeport, but their cry and battle call this year was to take it to the next level, and in the tough competitive Western B, really pretty much anybody's matchup with Greeley, Yarmouth, Falmouth, and then Cape Elizabeth getting one of their best players back halfway through the year, and he has made a difference for them as they come in the number 1 seed.
Right. You can't be just happy to get to the dance. You want to dance more than once here.
That's right. Mountain Valley with the ball, down 6. Freeport, no one picks up Ruff. Nice pass across, and they get an easy bucket there. As Freeport looked like they went man, and they did not switch off the pick. Both players stayed with a player setting the pick. Nobody went with the ball. And now some half-court trap. Into Kyle Flash, good fake. Misses the bunny, though. Rebound, Reed Christian. Got it. Oh, he's coming up huge here. As you saw, Mountain Valley went with that three-quarter, half-court trap. And Freeport able to take advantage. And now Freeport applying some of their own pressure. Loses it. Loose on the side. Again, Brennan there. He's going to go up. He's got it again. Wow. Quite the pace, 44-40. Travis Ruff slaps it out of the hands of B.J. Perkins. Oh, Freeport there. They had, again, cardinal sin. The other defenders had their back to the ball. No one saw the ball come free. And you got to watch your man and the ball. And if you are doing that, you see that ball, and you're able to corral that before Brennan can get his hands on it. They go for Klages. Oh, he's hacked big time by Stairs. No call. Goes across. Tipped out of bounds, they say, by Reed Christian.
Wow, I thought the white hand had the last touch on that.
44-40, Freeport leading by 4. Mountain Valley with the ball as Klages will go back and he'll have the offensive and defensive switches here. Coach Sickles trying to protect Klages with 4 fouls. Owen Jones with Reed Christian on him. Oh, talk about a moving pick screen there. My goodness. They've called that on Freeport 3 times. That was just an unbelievable pick set out on top by Kenwell. They called nothing. And then the loose ball, Freeport had chances but could not corral it. We're down to 3:25. Kenwell trying to set the pick. Yeah, offensive foul on Travis Ruff. Kyle Flash doing a great job. And right now, Coach Sickles doing a nice job managing the substitutions. He's done this over the years and able to get his players in and out. And beautifully there as you get the stoppage of clock and Klages comes back for the offense. Flash will be ready for the defense if they get another stop. Cody Bartlett now got to really protect the ball. He's had some problems. He's getting hit. The timeout, and he gets it. Good job by Cody Bartlett. 3:18, 44-40. Freeport clinging to this lead and a very strategic matchup here down the stretch.
Obviously, Mountain Valley is in a situation now where they must pressure the basketball, but you got to wonder if that's a calculated thing, that we're going to hold out this pressure until we absolutely need it at the end of the game and come in, and it can be very effective.
Freeport's ball. Full court press. Falcons struggling. Ooh, just barely break the 5-second call. Perkins being traced. He's triple teamed. He gets hit from behind. Again, no call. And here comes Mountain Valley. Brennick fakes, passes back to Stairs. He'll go for Brennick.
That's going to be 4 on Bartlett.
3:03.
The Freeport foul is on 23, Cody Bartlett. This score, Keith's 10.
Double bonus here.
Keith Brennick has 2 shots.
That rolls out. And that's not good either. And boy, you saw that rip in, and Kenwell wanted the call there as he pushed his way in again. Geez, I'm telling you, they are aggressive, and the refs can only call so many, I guess. You'd think they could call more, but they...
I don't understand why one good dribbler can't beat this by not picking up the dribble.
Oh, Perkins lucky there. He didn't go to the ball, but able to get to him. Bartlett tries a tough shot. Rebound nicely by Markelon. Window kiss. Big bucket there as Klages collects. 46-40. Stairs tries the 3. Comes up empty, but there's Jones unmarked. Comes in for the easy, weak rebound. Wow. 46-42. Bartlett gets hit. Again, no foul called. And now they're going to call Cody Bartlett. You watch. Oh, yeah. And that's going to be 5 on Cody Bartlett as Coach Sickles calls over his troops.
The Freeport foul is on number 23, Cody Bartlett. His 5th personal foul. Team limit.
So Bartlett fouls out with 2:17 to play. And again, a 4-point lead, a chance now for Mountain Valley to come back the other way. But you see these aggressive grabs right across the arm. They rip the ball out. They get in arms, across the arms, and then the ball. Officials don't call it. Then you fight back to get the ball. Looked like Bartlett had it, but he gets called for pushing off. John Harris, the senior guard, comes in now for Bartlett. And he's been a spark plug in some of these games throughout the season. His playing time not always a lot in different games, but he's been able to do some big things. But he's going to be asked now to go against this pressure and take care of the ball and make sure that Freeport. Rough, boy. They've again, the difference here so far is Mountain Valley not making the free throws. Freeport has been.
And the Freeport's players saying, we're getting slammed and we're not getting the call.
Yeah. Got to go long. Got him all alone. John Klages up and in. 48-42. We're under 2 minutes now. As Mountain Valley selling their soul up on the pressure. Here comes Matt Stairs. Up and under. What a move. Oh, my. Looked like he was going to go the other side, and then at the last minute, he let it fly from there. Bucket and the foul.
He's getting physical in there as Jones is carving out his spot, and then Stairs took it right past him in a beautiful layup.
Timeout called by Mountain Valley. 48-44. A minute 51 remaining here in regulation, dare we say. And Freeport able to withstand a lot of very strong, good pressure, aggressive pressure by Mountain Valley by the fact that Mountain Valley has missed their free throws. And that's really been the difference here because Freeport has turned it over and allowed them chances.
If there's any one huge advantage, Mountain Valley has been all the way to the top. They've been in these kinds of games before in multiple sports, and they're not going to fold. They're not going to fold.
That's right. Stairs with a chance to cut it to a one-possession game if he hits. Rattles out. And the weak rebound off to the side. Markelon able to collect it. And look, Mountain Valley goes right into their press. They come for Reed Christian. Good job there. He gets hit. And Kenwell, they don't want any foul call. They don't want nothing. And Reed Christian will go back to line. It looked like Reed could have passed that up the floor and they would have had a 2-on-1 advantage, but he kind of held his spot and held on to the ball. Great job of coming back to the ball to catch that pass. So, and
if there wasn't a foul, it could have been a walk.
Yeah. Double bonus again, both teams in it. The remainder of this contest. And a nice little friendly soft roll there. 49-44.
He makes it 6 for 6 today at the charity stripe.
And he continues the torrid shooting from the line, back to a 6-point game. Travis Ruff brings it up. Freeport looks like they're going into a 1-3-1. Reed Christian staying down, looking at Jones. Jones will step and take. They fly out at him. No good. Rebound. Perkins gets up, elevates. And now Klages trapped, goes for Aris. Aris for Perkins. Freeport needs to spread the floor. Yeah, finally the call, and it'll be on Travis Ruff and B.J. Perkins. Buck 18, Freeport feeling good right now, but still a lot of game to go. We know these Falcons from Mountain Valley can drain the threes. You got Jones, you got Stairs, you got Brennick, who shot a lot of them here today. He hasn't made any of them, but he's been shooting them, so you know he has to feel like he can make them.
That's fourth free throw for Perkins today.
51-44. Clock moved to second here. I'm not sure why that happened. Misses a second. Loose ball. Oh, Markelon, not what you want to have happen. A clock stoppage, a chance to come back the other way. No, no, no. Markelon, though, trying to be aggressive. If he comes up with a loose ball, it really potentially could have iced the deal here.
The Mountain Valley shooter is Brian Canwell. 2 shots.
Canwell will get 2 now, as he has had his difficulties at the line here in the second half. Freeport really has to be aggressive against the rebounding and the press. Again, it continues. They need to collect the rebound and get up the floor. Get out of there. Don't allow themselves to be trapped in the backcourt. Quick outlet and go. Let's get it going. 7-point advantage with 1:16 to play. No free throws. Tucking away, though. Loose ball, no good. Rebound in the corner. Stairs gets it. They come out for Brennick. Tapped out of bounds by Aris. Freeport, again, just struggling on the rebounding side. Mountain Valley with yet another offensive rebound. You got to check up both Jones and Stairs. Stairs has that bomb range. Oh, my goodness. Are you kidding me? Off the window.
Did he call glass?
Of course not. But he gets it to go regardless. And the ball tipped. 54 seconds left. It's a 4-point lead for Freeport. 51-47, and Mountain Valley will use up another timeout. Freeport's got a ton of timeouts, so there's no worries in that department for them, but they only lead by 4 now with just under a minute to play.
In these rebound situations, I wonder why Flash isn't out there to help clear those boards.
Yeah, it's
he's a weapon on the bench.
He's been a rebounder, but right now we clue into the sidelines, and Freeport now, again, if they can take care of the ball, they've been making their free throws, so here's the key. Continue to make those free throws, but it'd be nice if they could use up some of this clock, because you see, I mean, Stairs took that from about 7 feet behind the arc. I mean, threw up a bomb, it rattled off the backboard and off the rim and somehow fell back down through the cylinder. Huge lucky break for Mountain Valley, and again, teams like them, as you said, their prowess and their reputation and their dominance through all the sports, they're used to winning. They're used to getting it done. And you said they wouldn't go away, and you were right on that one.
The only guy out there that's not going to foul is Jones, because he's got 4. The others can give one up.
Oh, he almost traveled. Boy, that was close. They go to Klages. Oh, dangerous out for Reed Christian. Mountain Valley fans looking for a good job there. Use your dribble, Reed. He doesn't. Goes to Perkins. Perkins pulls up. Oh, no. Oh, no. Goes down and throws it away.
Oh, it was an 8-footer, and Markelon just figured that ball's got to be going into the net.
Yeah.
Was not expecting a pass.
Here we go. 4-point game. Down to 30 seconds. Travis Ruff comes down. Brennick's been taking him. They're going for Jones. They got to stay on Jones. Stairs comes off the screen. Again, almost off the glass. Oh, come on. How could you wait so long to call the foul, Wolfgram? My goodness.
Jones was in there as well. If they call it on him,
they hacked him
he's
3
gonna have to
times
sit down.
before he finally called the foul. 21.5, 51-47. Markelon with 2 free throws coming.
Team limit. John Buckerod is on the line for
Official John Wolfgram made the call, but boy, it looked like there was one hard hammer across the arms, then a second, then he called the third one. And the free throw rattles out. It is a two-possession game no matter how you slice it, but you could have made it a comfortable two-possession game with both free throws. One free throw still gives a 3 and a potential 2 and a chance to tie here. And that one falls in. And they get the sub in for Kyle Flash, will come in for John Aris. 21.5 ticks away from a chance to move to the semifinals for Freeport. The ball's not touched, now it is by Ruff. Ruff comes off for the freshman. The freshman into the game. Brennick goes, stares. Boy, he's got some moves, no good. Long rebound, Perkins gets hit. And it'll be a foul, and B.J. Perkins with 10 seconds left, a chance to ice this with both free throws here. He makes this 2 free throws, it's a done deal, and the Freeport Falcons will go to a place they have yet to be in Class B action. This now their 5th season in Class B. 3rd trip to the quarterfinals, and quite possibly their first trip to the semifinals. Perkins gets the first.
He's perfect on the day as well. That's his 5th straight free
Him
throw.
and Reed Christian, you can count the free throw shooting as the huge difference in this one. Gets it to fall. 54-47. No fouls now. Freeport just got to get a hand up. No fouls. Jones misses. The ball will go out of bounds, and Freeport is moving on. 4.4 seconds, 54-47.
You finally dare to say that, Jay,
Oh,
that
yeah.
with 4.4 seconds
Yeah,
left.
I'll let it go. Into Klages. Klages back to Markelon. Freeport does it. 54-47. A huge win. Mild upset of sorts as you have the 6th seed knocking out the 3. And Freeport will play the winner of the next game. And I believe that's Lake Region Yarmouth, the 2 sevens. But what an afternoon for Reed Christian and B.J. Perkins. And really, Christian had it going on all aspects of his game. Great defense, big rebounds, but the free throws and the buckets, and B.J. Perkins really had it at the free throw line where Freeport really did it. The second half, you could point right there. Mountain Valley not able to make free throws, and Freeport able to, and that's the difference. 54-47. You get a look at the crowd across the way celebrating with the players. Lots of hugs. And most impressive, Perkins, Reed Christian, Klages, Markelon had some big moments in this one as well. Flash in foul trouble a little bit. Didn't have a huge game, but certainly did his part as well. Cody Bartlett coming off the bench. John Aris, a little bit of a spark. And look at some of the final stats, Jeff, as you try to tally up your stat sheet.
Well, I've got Freeport's figured out, and that's the one we're covering. We're channel 14 out of Freeport. Number 12, B.J. Perkins chipping in with 10 points today. 17 points for Reed Christian. 7 of those off the line, which were huge. 8 points for Markelon, 13 points for Klages, 4 points for Cody Bartlett, and 2 points for Flash. Great effort this afternoon.
Yeah, Freeport feeling much better about their matchup at Mountain Valley this year, feeling like, you know, even though they were the 6th seed, that this was going to be a game, and it was. It was exactly that. A great matchup. 2 teams really fought hard against one another. They played their hearts out, and Freeport, with a group of 6 seniors who've been playing together for a long, long time.
If you can score 20 points from the free throw line, you're going to win.
Yeah,
you're going to win games.
Yep, and again, Mountain Valley got away with some, real good steals, reach-ins where they looked like they got some arms and hands, but the problem for them was they didn't make their free throws after the fact, and they missed a ton down the stretch, and certainly hurt their chances at pulling off this win and getting themselves where they're so used to being. Freeport now taking on the matchup here next, a team, Yarmouth, that they lost to twice this year, once at the buzzer, and then the last game of the regular season got pretty much handed as they lost by 20 at home and lost at the buzzer at Yarmouth. They'll play the winner of the Yarmouth Lake Region matchup, and that game is scheduled for Thursday night at 8:30, and it'll be at the Cumberland County Civic Center, and that'll be an interesting matchup for sure. Not sure whether the skiing trip will have to be cut short if I have to come down to cover that game. I'm supposed to be up at Saddleback Mountain for a couple of days, but that might be too good to miss in the second effort. But great effort here today. I want to thank my crew, Cameron Harper, Ryan Petherbridge on the camera, and for my color commentator, Jeff Harper. I'm Jay Harper saying so long from the Portland Expo building in the big city, Portland, as Freeport Falcons win 54-47 over the Mountain Valley Falcons, and they go to the next round semifinals at the Civic Center this coming Thursday. Congratulations to Coach Sickles and his staff and all the great seniors and players on Freeport. Have a good one.